Hello, Aries. This is Summer from Tarot by Summer, and I'm here to do your general reading for the month of November. I'm excited to be back. I want to thank you guys so much for all of your support. Thank you. I thank you so much. I appreciate you. For those of you who are brand new, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. And let's get this started. Before we do that, Aries, go ahead and subscribe. Give me the thumbs up. Share this video if you feel if it works for you during this reading. Share it with others, and also ring that notification bell so that you can get notifications of new videos coming out. Okay, all of these things work to help me keep this channel alive. If that's something, if you like this channel and it's something that you want to see more of, okay, from me, so go ahead and do that. Now, I said a prayer and I meditated over your reading, and I lay the beginning of the foundation of your spread, and that is dealing with the overall energy for the month, okay? And I'm using two cards. I'm using one from Animal Spirit deck, and you have the Sea Serpent. This is actually a spirit card, okay? And this is from New Era Tarot deck. You have Nine of Air, Cruelty. This would be like the Nine of Swords. So for the overall energy of the month, Aries, I'm feeling like this is almost a continuation of some energy that was happening last month with your love reading. And it's dealing with a blocked energy, okay, when it comes to your sexuality. There was something that needed to come out, something that you needed to express last month. It was a good reading, but it's like continuing. And I can still see this here. The Sea Serpent deals with your sacral chakra, and that is right above the root chakra. And it's where your creativity lies, where your creativity is balanced, where it is activated, and your sexuality, where your reproductive organs are. But then you have cruelty next to it. So there's been some worrying. Maybe some anxiety taking place. Some fears that you have that you be bottling up inside of you. I feel like maybe you need to do something to start activating the sacral chakra. It's blocked or not quite balancing. Maybe you need to express yourself to someone that you care for, or even care for yourself in a productive or loving or creating sort of way. Take yourself on a date, romance yourself. And I know that's dealing with love, but it can help you ignite your fire. It can help you stir up your passion again. You know, if you're not with someone, take yourself on a date. Buy yourself some flowers. Buy yourself some Victoria's Secrets, or for men, get yourself some soap box or something to make you feel sexy and alive. Someone's not getting enough from their partner, not enough attention, not enough love and affection and intimacy. So you've got quite a bit of that going on this month. This block energy, it can be creative, it can be sexual, or maybe even maybe someone's having difficulty having a child or getting pregnant. But there's like some insomnia going on, some worry, maybe even some shame. This can be you also holding back from someone in your life because you want to punish them. Or maybe this is what someone is doing to you and somebody's not feeling well. This is air sign energy. But we're going to delve a little deeper and look and kind of see what's going on with these two. I'm interested. I'm interested to see which way that block energy going on, whether it's creative or sexual. But you need to balance. You need to meditate, activate that sacral chakra energy. Spirit, what messages do you have for Aries for the month of Queen of Swords? Very sharp energy, wanting to. And as I'm looking at cruelty, I was thinking to myself, Aries has been picking someone apart about their activities. And the Queen of Swords came out. Queen of Swords, upright position. And two more, Spirit. Usually the card that comes out here matches the ones that matches the main energy. Look at this. What did I tell you? Three of Swords. You've been picking someone apart. The Wheel card. Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Swords. Three of Swords. Upright position. Wheel of Fortune. Or the Wheel. You got a lot of air sign around you, air sign energy around you. Maybe you have air in your chart, or you're involved with a person who's an air sign. Either you or this air sign wants to get to the bottom of something. You want the truth about a situation, about something that they're doing to hurt you or you're doing to hurt them, about some, or maybe some possible activities that are going on that are extracurricular from your relationship that you're in, or even like in the workplace, something is heartbreaking, something that really hurts you and bothers you. It can be something that's going on in the family situation that you want to get to the bottom of. You're trying to find out something that you feel someone is doing. You've been thinking a lot, going over and over and over and over in your head about whatever this situation is. But it feels more personal, it feels more intimate, especially since the sea serpent is here. Someone's going through a lot and you are afraid to open up to someone new because you don't want to get hurt. This is pain, this is heartbreak, this is pain. Maybe something you've gone through in the past and you've kind of got your guard up, you know? Like, hold on, wait a minute, slow down, buddy, not so fast. I don't want to open myself up to you intimately because you hurt me. I'm having some anxiety with this. Maybe someone's newly divorced or newly separated from a situation or marriage, and you want to take your time, get to know this person so that you won't end up hurt. Someone, this is regarding like some sort of procedure that you need to go through dealing with your internal organs. Maybe your reproductive organs. Maybe someone needs to have like a C-section that's coming up or something, or have some other sort of operation dealing with their organs. And you have some anxiety over it. You have some sleepless nights. You are afraid. You're like, oh God, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can go through this. But whatever the situation is, however this plays out for you in your life, you have the Wheel of Fortune here. So fate is on your side, good luck is on your side. You know, it's not going to turn out as bad as you think it will. You've got something good on your side. Now, I will be clarifying some cards, but we're going to pull some cards for your romance and love. And it doesn't have to be romance per se. It can be any kind of relationship. So let's see what's going on. These cards are pre-shuffled, by the way, with your energy. Spirit, what messages do you have for Aries love life, love and romance? What can you tell us about Aries relationships? The allergies really kicking in. The sinus. Look at this. This is King of Cups pointed towards the future. Give me one more. Prince of Swords. Okay. You have There's someone in your life, a father figure or husband, spouse, someone with male energy. It doesn't have to be a man, but it's, the energy of the card. It can be a woman, it's masculine energy. Someone is loving, someone is caring, a good, father figure, someone you can turn to and talk to, very even tempered, you know, has really good control over their emotions. However, they're teetering, they're on a cusp of something. This person be changing in a way that makes you feel uneasy because you're not used to this person changing. You're used to this person being a certain way, and you notice a difference in this person. It's like whoever this is, whether it's a friend or a business partner, because it can be any kind of relationship. This isn't a romance per se reading, but it's going to apply to you according to however it works. You know, you be used to this person being a certain way, and you can't conceive them changing. There's a change taking place. There's a shift taking place. It used to be in the upright position, or it could have been in the reverse position, where this person is kind of narcissistic in the reverse position, you know, overly emotional, play games with your heart, emotions, emotionally closed off, upright, loving, kind, mild mannered, easy to talk to, affectionate, but there's change taking place. This might be you. This might be you changing, okay? From reverse to the upright position or from the upright position to reverse, but something caused a change in somebody. And it's like you or the other person want to stop this before it goes any further because it's pointed toward the future. And the Prince of Swords is actually the Knight of Swords in the traditional tarot. So this is you or the other person coming in on their horse real fast, rushing toward this Knight of Cups, whose head is, pointed toward the future. So it's like you saying, stop right here. This is that stop, halt energy here. Stop. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We're gonna talk about this. I want answers. I want to know what's going on. I'm confronting you. I want the truth. I'm willing to give the truth. I'm willing to bring the truth. Tell me the truth, or let me tell you the truth. I'm seeing some change here. What is this? I'm seeing some wavering. Who's wavering? I'm seeing this change. You better talk to me, damn it. That's what this feels like. Somebody saying, I'm up at night by myself and I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what this is, what this change is. You're doing something different. You're not the same anymore. You haven't opened up to me the way that I'd like you to. But we've got to talk. And this might be what you're saying in birth. But don't act too hastily. Don't jump to conclusions. If you feel the need to rush to pin this person down, to talk to them, to see what their changes are, what their changes mean to you and how it affects you, then try to slow it down. Try to slow some of that energy down so that they can open up and talk to you and won't close off, though, won't shut down. Because you want to be able to communicate and get to the bottom, but you don't want to go rushing like a bat out of hell into that person, and then you don't get your answers. Am I making sense, Aries? Does that kind of help a little bit? I hope I'm reaching somebody. And we will be clarifying some cards, definitely. Okay, let's go on over to your career and finances. Spirit, what messages do you have for Aries career and finances? Look at this. More pointing towards more air sign energy. Seven of Swords. You got a lot of air here. I haven't seen any of your cards, Aries. What in the hell is going on? You're either saying this or the other person is. Somebody in your life. All of these are pointed. We're going to do it just like this. That's how they're coming in. This is how we're going to read this. And I'm going to tell you why. You might have a Libra somewhere in your life, Aries. The influence of a Libra. Last month, Libra got a lot of their cards pointing toward the future in a horizontal, position. A lot of their cards were coming out like that. For the reading that I did in the middle of the month, and for the monthly reading. Seven of Swords, horizontal, pointing towards the future. Seven of Wands, horizontal, pointing toward the future. The Hierophant, pointing towards the future. Knight of Pentacles, pointing towards the future. Okay. Seven of Wands, on the defensive, being proactive about your accomplishments, being proactive about something that you want to create, something that you want to present to someone. Okay, maybe present some ideas, present some creations that you have, but you're kind of on the fence about it. Pardon me. There's a certain level of creativeness that's going along with this when it comes to the career and finances. But you'll be wavering, you'll be teetering, you'll be procrastinating, you'll be pushing all of this off on the future because you don't want to deal with that. Now, next to it is the Hierophant. You may not be totally committed in whatever this is that you want to achieve moving forward. With the Knight of Pentacles, you be planning something for the future. And with the Seven of Swords here, Aries, there's something underlying, something that's not quite right, something that's kind of shady, something that's kind of shifty in the way that you go about doing it. And these things that you like to accomplish or that you like to do moving forward. And I feel like there's something you want to do to make money, but you're half committed. You're not confident in your ability to project, to present, to speak, to do something creatively, to write, to work in a new endeavor. There's like a stuck energy because you're not sold on whatever this is that you want to put out there into the world. And it may have something to do with your faith. It may have something to do with your level of commitment. It may have something to do with a marriage. Like, well, commitment can be marriage, but it just depends. You'd be wondering, how is this, whatever this thing is that I want to do in my life or career, will it affect marriage? The Hierophant there. You'd be thinking about becoming a teacher or some kind of, priest or priestess in a religious organization. And then there's like slow planning. You're kind of concerned about the money with it. Will it really be profitable? There's like a lot of doubt here. Kind of half in, half out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, or like the 1 foot in the pool, 1 foot out of the pool. You want to get in the pool, but you're just putting your foot in it a little bit. You're not into it. And I feel like there's something deceptive here, like some lying and some cheating. Maybe you or somebody else is lying to someone in a company, someone in a business about your intentions. You might not be like, you're kind of telling the half truth about what your plans are, what you're going to do. They be doing that with you, selling you a dream, selling you something. Oh yeah, you can do this. You're really good at this. You're really talented. Your work is valuable here. We're committed to giving you a promotion because you can't be replaced. But in the meantime, they don't really mean that. And this is somebody's not going to get like they're getting like an appraisal that's not that favorable. This is what I'm getting with the Seven of Swords. Somebody's telling you one thing, you know, when it comes to your career or business, but then they're doing something else. It doesn't all add up. And for some of you, this would be like an extension of this. It'd be telling a story right over here with someone that you trust or someone that you thought was really cool and fair, like, fairness and loving and kind, but they're really kind of cutthroat and deceptive. And that's where some cruelty comes in. There's something not quite right about this. It looks really good. Now, if this is like self sabotage to where you don't fully believe in yourself, you can turn this around, Aries. You can certainly turn this around and really start working on your confidence. Be realistic about what your capabilities are, what your interests are, what you really want from what you don't want. Don't try to pretend that that you want something or that you're really interested in something and that's not where your heart is, that's not what your heart desires. In other words, you might be presented with some sort of opportunity and you're like, you know what? Yeah, okay, I'll do it. But deep down inside, you're like, I don't want to do this. I'm not really good at this. I suck at this. I feel like I'm not really good at it. But hey, I need that bread, or hey, I want the chance anyway. Aries, I've done it. I've faked myself out because I felt kind of like, when it comes to career and finance, kind of desperate in a situation where like I needed a job or I needed a chance to showcase myself at a job or something, and it's not really something I wanted. I was kidding myself. I was fooling myself, going along with it, playing the game because I needed work. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but then you have to think about the long-term effects of it. And that might be what you're looking at. If I do this, if I make believe that this is something I really want, what are the long-term effects? Because this is going over into the future. How is this going to affect me down the line? That's what I'm getting for somebody, Aries. It's not like it's going to be a fast success. It's going to be really, really slow, and or it may not be profitable. It may be worth the investment and the energy, and I take a loss. It might not work out for me. Am I willing to take this risk? Am I willing to do this, to go along with this? Am I willing to sell my soul, go against something that I don't want to do, something that goes against my better judgment for the sake of money? Something to think about. That's what I'm getting. This is somebody's story. Okay, Aries, let's start clarifying some cards, okay? I know you want to know some things. And what are we going to go to first? Let's take a look at Three of Swords. Spirit, why is the Three of Swords here? For Aries. Here you are. Here's your energy. We finally got one of your cards. Well, actually, you have one here, Seven of Wands, too. Queen of Wands, upright position. Give me one more. You got Five of Pentacles in reverse. Give me one more. You don't want to let something go. You want to stand your ground. There's heartbreak in here. Look at this. This is pointing down. We're going to leave it down. You've got the Queen of Wands here. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. For the Three of Swords, you know, or you're finding out that there's been some deception around you. There's been some hurt, there's been some pain. Someone's hurt you, or you've hurt them. You felt left out in the cold. That's why there's like sleepless nights here, sleepless nights, feeling anxiety or shame or guilt. Maybe guilt for hurting someone else or someone hurting you. And that's some energy that's going on this month. Dealing with intimacy. Maybe you felt abandoned, you felt left out, you felt neglected, rejected. You were in denial, but this month you have to come out of denial and face it. Face it and ask yourself why you don't want to leave the situation or the other person. That might be for the other person. Why? Why don't you want to leave? Why don't you want to? Because you got something working in your favor here. You've got the wheel over here. Spirit, why is the Queen of Swords here? You want to return or you don't want to let it go? You don't want to let go of this pain. Do you get something out of like staying in it? Is there like something that you or the other person be trying to prove by staying in it? Nine of Cups in reverse. Somebody's not happy or overindulgent. This Queen of Swords, they're not fulfilled. Or maybe you're not fulfilled. Yeah. Nine of Cups in reverse. Ten of Wands, they're ready to lay their burdens down. They're ready to drop the wands. They want to tell you. It's like this person wants to tell you. Or you'd be asking, do you want to get out of this situation? Do you want to leave this job? Or you'd be telling your boss, I want to get out of this. I'm not happy here anymore. But then you have to wrestle with, gosh, if this is job related, you want to confront your boss. I want to get out of this. Listen, I really need to go. Or confront your boss with something that's happening at the job so you can let your burdens down and release what you've been holding back. But you'd be afraid that if you do that, then there won't be something else coming in at the end. So you'd be like, okay, this is heartbreaking. This is not feeling good. This is upset ulcers. This is really, eating me up inside. I'm not feeling good about this job. If it's job related, this is upset ulcers. Somebody's got some ulcers or some stomach problems. I have a family to feed. This is heartbreaking, what's happening on this job. But I have a family to feed, so I can't let this go. Although, I'm no longer in denial, I have to face the music. I have to face the truth about this situation. Because I'm afraid that I won't have any luck. Maybe finding something else, Spirit, why is the King of Cups here? Why is the King of Cups here? Pointing toward the future. Two of Pentacles, upright position. Let's try this again. I don't want all of those cards. Look at this. Look at that. The Devil pointing toward the past and directly at this Two of Pentacles. There's a codependent relationship here. There's a codependent relationship and it's like somebody's trapped or contained in it. Codependent, this King of Wands is like either juggling with whether he or she should stay or whether he or she should go, whether he or she should get out of this codependent relationship. There's confusion. There's like back and forth between not knowing whether to go or not knowing whether to stay. Maybe there's some family ties or something, some sort of ties you have with somebody. Intimidation. Somebody feels intimidated and they're trying to balance their emotions. Somebody even be juggling in another relationship. Somebody be in a relationship where the love making and the intimacy is like out of this world, but they're like stuck in between. Do I, give up what I have for the other person or the other situation, or do I stay in this one and be miserable because I'm not getting needs fulfilled where I am? Or even if they're not with somebody else, they be wanting to do certain things, or maybe wanting something else. This is interesting. Somebody, whoever the King of Cups is, this is something that they did in the past. This is somebody's message. There was some juggling going on, and it doesn't necessarily mean a juggling with another person. It could be juggling with some sort of habit or something, or in some sort of situation where they were kind of hung up and bound in. But it's like in the past, and they want to move forward, or they need to move forward, but they're kind of still kind of hung up on the past energy, haven't gotten rid of some past energy. One is facing toward the future, one is facing toward the past, right at the Two of Pentacles. Or they, is somebody battling with some kind of addiction, because the King of Cups is here. And then you have the Nine of Cups in reverse. That's like, then the Devil card is pointing to in the past. This could be like some sort of addiction, drug addiction. These might be pills, drug addiction, alcohol addiction. And you or the other person wants to come in and rectify this situation, or may even be trying to save this situation. But whoever the King of Cups is, they got some stuff they need to really, really clear up. And it's bringing some anxiety here, like a lot of anxiety. Let's take a look at the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here for Aries? They feel stuck in something, like they can't get out of it. Okay. You've got Six of Wands in reverse, Hermit card in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse is somebody who's like losing their confidence. They're no longer confident. They've fallen from grace. They're no longer getting the recognition that they once had or deserved or felt like they should have. So they have to, they have to kind of humble themselves, or they may get caught. They may get caught doing something, and then they start coming out of, hiding, because the Hermit goes within self, within, inside in the upright position. The Hermit card next to it is someone who's going deep within, looking for some truths, looking for some answers. But then this Hermit card, or you, have said, you know what? I found out the answers. I found out what happened. I did some soul searching. If you found out what happened and you were kind of quiet about it, it'll come out that you'll need to make some moves and make some decisions about something that somebody's doing with your career and finances. And it can extend from family, because it's dealing with the finances, or it can just be your career, your job, or your business. And you come out of your hiding place and you start making some moves and making some decisions or whatever. You start making up, somebody's going to make up their mind about what they're going to do in this situation. Are they going to go full steam ahead with this, or just be kind of half and half with something that could be something that you need to commit to and make work for you? Because it's not bad, it's good. It's just some wavering going on, and then there's some funny business here that you need to kind of pay attention to. Maybe something to do with books, something to do with your income, books, and so forth. You need to pay closer attention to. But definitely something going on here. This is not like a good energy. This King of Cups is way out of balance. This King of Cups could be holding on, again, could be holding on to lovers from the past, or past experiences, or whatever it is they're tied to, whatever it is they're bound to. Now, let's take a look at cruelty. Why is cruelty here? Okay, because I know you want to know, Spirit, why is cruelty here for Aries? Look at this. Not taking a leap of faith and not being fully committed to your own progress. Notice how this fell over here. It was somewhere in there pointed towards your career. For some of you, this is about your career. You're not being fully, the motivation is really low, and you're worrying. You're sitting up at night thinking, what is this? Wow. There's like, gosh. The Emperor in reverse, the Sun in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, Page of Swords in the upright position, and here we go again with the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, upright position. Okay. Seven of Swords, upright position. Some funny business going on. Somebody lying, stealing, being unscrupulous, cheating, or something like that. Somebody spying, trying to get to the bottom of it, wanting more information or bringing information. High Priestess in reverse. not using your intuition about a situation. The King of Swords in reverse is a liar, somebody who can't be trusted. So maybe the King of Swords is not using their intuition, or you're not using your intuition about the King of Swords. You're not wanting to face what you learn. Or the King of Swords, maybe the air sign person doesn't want to face what they learn about you. And somebody's lying to try to keep maybe the King of Swords is trying to keep you there, or you're lying to keep the King of Swords there, or somebody. Doesn't even have to be the King of Swords, but it's just an energy. Somebody doesn't want the other person to walk away. Sun card in reverse, not happy, not successful in a situation. You feel like you can't get what you need from it. And then there's your card, there's your energy here on the bottom. The Emperor card. Yeah, the Emperor card in reverse. Being overbearing, being bossy, you know, feeling like you can't achieve what you want, perhaps. And I know this reading is difficult. It is. I know it is. Make sure these cards are in the upright position. Spirit, give me one card for cruelty. What else can you tell us about cruelty? You're going to have to trust your abilities. Whether it's in a love situation, if you're in a situation where you love somebody and they don't love you back, or they've got their own stuff going on, you've got to trust that you can find someone else. Trust that there is love out there for you. Trust that you can love yourself. Trust that you're good enough. Trust that that you're talented, successful, worthy of love. Okay? Trust and believe in those things in yourself first. You've got to, so that you can kind of change up some energy around you. And you've got consultation. I feel like you need to go talk to somebody. There's some pain going on here, and you need to talk to somebody. Consultation. You need to maybe pray. If you have a strong faith, or you don't have faith and you need some, pray about it. Pray or go talk to someone, speak to someone professionally about whatever this is that you're going through. Because you feel like something is not going to work out. You feel like your efforts are, not are lost. You don't feel like taking a chance at maybe moving on, or taking a chance at doing something in your life. You feel like it's pointless, or you need motivation. You be feeling a bit lazy. You know what? I've put in a lot of work and effort in over the years in my life and career. I don't feel like moving on. I feel like I should have what I want. I deserve such and such and such and such. And I shouldn't have to put in any more work. Some of you are hurt because you feel like you're not going to get a promotion. If you keep putting in effort, you're going to be denied a promotion. That's for somebody. Somebody needs to talk to someone on the job, maybe talk to hiring managers or someone higher up on a management level. Scholar, messenger. Talk to a professional. Scholar. Talk to somebody about this situation. Somebody who can help shed some light on, and it can be something that you're going through with your body too, like I was saying, with your body. Reproductive system, you need to, consult with someone who knows about this situation. But I feel like somebody needs some therapy, like a scholar. To me, this is like a therapist, because you're dealing with the mind, you're dealing with knowing, getting inside of the mind to get to what's really going on, to maybe get what your blockages are, so that they can give you further messages, about a situation. Help you to get through some things. This is what I'm getting for this. You haven't spoken with anybody. You've been holding this in. Spirit, why is the wheel here? Tell us something about the wheel. What would you like to see happen? This is a woman. Tell us about the wheel. What would you like to see happen, Aries? What do you want? In your career, in your personal life, in your love life, with family. What do you wish on? What do you envision for your life moving forward? Because whatever you focus on, the wheel is here to help you expand that. Do you wish to be a star? Do you wish to be ultra successful? Okay. Is this something that you want? Because you can have this, you just have to believe in yourself. You got to have some hope. You got to have some belief in yourself. Do you want marriage? Are you hoping that someone will propose to you, or you'll be able to leave this situation? Or I would say, if this like a love situation here isn't for your highest good, then go ahead and do what you got to do. Commitment, maybe prosperity, another job. Is this what you want? A new start, a baby. It's going to mean different things for different people. Not everybody's going to have all of this at once, be a star, get a marriage proposal, engagement, hit the lottery, maybe make a lot of money, work hard, have great, fulfilling sex, a baby. Somebody's not going to have all of this like right now in birth, but it definitely opens up. And somebody can have these things coming. Somebody can get these things, all of these things. Sometimes the universe has a way of dumping a lot of stuff that you're not prepared for on you that's good. And it's like, oh God, for a change, something good is happening. What are you hoping for? What do with the star here? Commitment, better money, better income, more work, new opportunity, baby coming. Make a wish. Make a wish, Aries. Make a wish. Get some help. So talk to somebody about whatever the situation is. Get some professional help. Yes. You can get what you need, Aries. You don't have to make someone stay with you, or somebody doesn't have to make you stay in a situation you don't want to be in to get what you need. Sometimes when we're in situations, the worst thing we can do is hold on to it, hoping that it will change. And oftentimes what needs to change is us, so that we can get the things we need and not keep trying to make something be what we wish it would be, because we don't feel like taking that leap of faith. We don't feel like it. We're set in our ways and want things to just be the way we want them to be. Life doesn't work like that. Sometimes, situations and people are in our life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Not everything is meant to last a lifetime in our lives. Make a wish, though. Make a wish. And I think that's what I'm going to call this video. Make a wish. The outcome is up to you, Aries. This is a good video. I hope that it's helped. I hope that it's helped reveal some things that you've been holding on to or trying to hide or not trying to deal with. Okay. One more card we need to pull. Spirit, what action steps should Aries take in number? Give me one card. Give me one card for Aries. I want one card to come out. Time. You've got time. Give yourself some time for this transformation. Schedule a sacred date with yourself. You deserve time for your life. Spend some time with yourself. Spend some time with your, doing some soul searching. Do something good for yourself. And I think I mentioned that before. Taking yourself on a date, being good to yourself, loving yourself, giving yourself attention. Yeah, be good to yourself. Take out some time to do you and still make a wish, because the wheel is turning, so you want to feed it that energy so that you can get from it what you need from this karmic wheel that's turning, this wheel of fate that's turning in your favor. Okay? Don't forget to subscribe, share this video, give me the thumbs up, and connect with me through my YouTube, through my website if you'd like a personal reading, okay? It is summerintuition.com. That is summerintuition.com. You can find that right below this video. Thank you. Love you guys.